This is Peery Habits Level 3, musical lesson number 8. Okay, so this week you'll continue to practice bouncing unless you've already Peery certified, following the instructions given from lesson 6. You've also learned and mastered, of course, lines 1 and 2 of To Fly Like an Eagle. So we're ready to go on to line 3. So this week I want you to continue to practice lines 1 and 2 5 times every day, marking with X's and stars when you're able to play all items of Fern perfectly at the same time. So let's talk about line 3. Here is what line 3 sounds like. All right, so let's talk about the Fern steps in line 3. Fingers. Left hand's a piece of cake. It's 5 and 1, and then it scoots down and does another 5 and 1. Easy. Right hand, starting on middle C. Does 1, 2, 3. Then find your A with finger 1, play a 5th, and it goes 5, 4, 3. Returning back to middle C. 1, 2, 3 on the black key. Find your A flat, that middle of the 3 with finger 1. Make a 5th, and it will go 5, 4, 3. So the fingering is pretty simple with this. It just repeats, but the notes are kind of complicated. We'll go through that later when we get to notes. Let's talk about the expression. Now the expression is exciting because we're really going to learn some fantastic pedal technique in this line 3. So the rule with pedal is when you play the note, the foot should be off the pedal and it comes down after the note. So the foot's always actually coming up when you play the pedal. Now that was just a general overview, but that's a really easy habit to form and do it incorrectly, because naturally our foot and our hand want to go down at the same time. Well, Eagle teaches pedaling so fantastic. So you're going to have no trouble learning a great pedal technique and really teaching your foot to play after your note. So let's go through it. I'm just going to play my right hand and my pedal so you can see what I'm talking about. So as we start, okay, now I'm going to pedal, but we're not going to put our foot down until after this note. So the best way to really do it correctly for right now is to actually count in your head so you know exactly when you want to put your foot down. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. So never put your foot down 1. Do you hear why? Because now I've caught other notes and it sounds blurry. So the foot has to come down after, not on. If you get used to putting your foot and your finger down together, you're going to have a blurry pedal forever. So let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, clean. And you leave it down here. Now you're still going to leave it down here. We're not going to take our pedal off until we hit that C. So do you see? My foot and my pedal actually go this way. Finger down, foot up. And then the pedal goes back down after. So here it is again. Finger down. Do you see me here? Okay. Finger down, foot up. Then pedal goes down after. It's not this. They don't go like this. Okay, let's do it again. Line 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it down. Keep holding. Then up when you hit the C, 2, 3, pedal down. Now this one sounds a little blurry, but it's just because those notes are being played, but that's what the composer wrote. So watch that part of the video over and over again and make sure you're doing it correctly. If you learn this correctly at the beginning, it's going to be easier for you to be a great pedaler later on. So let's just talk quickly about how our pedal will go from line 1 to line 2. So when we start with the pedal down. Like I said, you're going to hold it And now it's going to come off on this note. So remember, our foot comes up when our fingers come down. Now let's talk about how to pedal going from line 3 to line 4. So starting in line 3, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, down. Now keep holding it, and the foot will come off here and then back down. So the most important thing is that you're holding it until here, and then it comes down quickly. So I'm lifting my foot quite high so you can see when I'm lifting, but really when you're changing the pedal, you're only going to be changing it, not lifting your foot off. So let me do it just how it's really supposed to look so you won't think that you're having to lift your foot so high. So let me do line 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Then you can hold this. The rule at the end of a piece with pedal is that your pedal and your feet come off together. So you don't want to be lifting this and sitting here with your pedal still down. That even makes me laugh. Okay, so just take your foot and your hands off together. Good luck with that pedal. Okay, let's talk about our dynamics. Pretty straightforward, but let's just make sure you notice them. So it starts mezzo forte. 1, 2, 3. Now pedal. Now piano. Like a little echo. Staying soft. And now you see this rit, which means retard or slow down. Then you can take a long time before we start line 4. So just notice that each measure in line 3 has a different dynamic marking. And we're getting softer and softer. So loud, soft, a little bit loud, or mezzo piano, and then very soft and very slow. Now let's talk about your notes. So left hand goes A, E, then it goes down to the very next black keys. They're actually called A flat and E flat. So we both made both notes lower, so we flattened them. Okay? Right hand, it goes C, D, E, and then a fifth of E and A. E, D, C, C, D, E flat. So we took E and we flattened it, we made it lower. Then here's that black fifth. Okay, so it's thumb on the middle, which is A flat, and this E flat. So we took this first one and we just lowered it. So it's E flat, D, C. Okay? All right, so learning that pedal is huge. So work hard on it. If you want to send me in a video and make sure I can see your foot when you're videoing, I can hear what the notes are doing. So make sure the video's on your foot. I would love to see how your pedal technique is coming.